Hello. Good afternoon. Actually, it's pretty much evening. So I'm sitting in my car and I just thought I would talk for a little bit. Now, this is going to be a Pokemon Go related kind of story. So if you don't like that, then you're not going to like this. But I was out with a friend of mine. I've spoken about her before. She considers me her daughter when we go do things. She's a real nice lady. Um, yeah, like really nice lady. Like I can't even think of anything bad that she's ever done to me or anybody. Anyway, she's like super nice. She works for Mayo Clinic. And if you talk to anybody, or at least in my area, people don't really like their co-workers at Mayo Clinic. I don't know if that's for every department, but pretty much in most of the places that I've ever the people I speak to, like my one friend from Florida, her sister works at Mayo Clinic and she doesn't like her coworkers, and that's just a bad environment. But anyway, okay, so I have talked about this woman. She gets abused on a daily basis at her workplace by her coworkers. Like they will all take all the shifts, like all the holidays, and since she's old, she's in her 60s, so to somebody in their early 20s, they're gonna think, well, she's old, she doesn't need the holiday like I do, and it's like everybody needs the holiday off equally, but she gets shafted about it. Anyway, let's get back to why this is a Pokemon Go related topic. Okay, so a couple weeks, I guess I don't know how many weeks has it been, how many ever weeks that it's been since they made friends a thing in Pokemon Go for the last 3 weeks or whatever. Apparently at one point, so one of her coworkers must know that she plays it, and he's like a 20-year-old, something like that. He's a really young guy. And she thought he was just being really nice. So she's like, she thought that she asked him, could you show me how to, do a friend's, she didn't know how to do friend, how to find her friend code and to use other people's friends code. So she opened up her game and let this person, have access to her game while he's holding it, because she's, a very trusting person. She doesn't think that he's going to be rude. So anyway, eventually she realizes after a little bit, because she just wanted him to show her how to use the gift boxes, because she didn't know how to use them. Because I can see her not understanding that, because if you go to the little item, your item list, they're in there, and if you click them, it tells you what to do. But I mean, you can't see what you have for, what gift boxes you do have. So I can see why she was trying. I guess she was trying to figure out how you can see them. So he apparently looked at her Pokemon after he showed her how to do that, and he opened the trade, used his phone, started opening his trade, and she doesn't understand any of this stuff. And I guess he traded off 7 of her Pokemon in the span of a few seconds, and she what are you doing? And she got angry. She doesn't really get angry. She's not an angry person, but she was like, what are you doing? I didn't ask you to take my Pokemon. So then she unfriended him, and when she told me that, I was really heartbroken. I was like, are you kidding me? Somebody would do that to someone, And it all started just because, he was supposed to be showing her how to use, how to actually use the new feature, like a normal person would. You don't always have to take advantage of people, but apparently he did. And anyway, So I'm a little bit sad about it. So I was looking on Niantic's page to see if there was a way that she's not the most tech savvy person. She's not. So, I mean, and I thought I wasn't. I mean, I use my cell phone for videoing, but anyway, I was looking on Niantic and they don't have a section related to griefing via that way. So I don't know how to send a report. And even if I did, I mean, I'm only going by experience, like in World of Warcraft. They have all that stuff, like, I would assume all trades and things like that are things they can look at. But that's a massive game, but I have no idea how if they have records for trades and things like that in Niantic, and I was kind of hoping that I could figure out how to help her get her Pokemon back. And she was really devastated. I guess she had several that had 300 or 3,000 CP, and she's only 28, so that's pretty high for somebody who's only level 28. But I don't know. I was trying to figure out how to help her better, and it would be really nice if somebody from Niantic would actually see this video, but I doubt it. I don't get enough traction on my videos to, justify or even any of that. So, but if any of you who do play, or understand what I'm, talking about, if you could help me by, commenting or whatever on how I could help my friend, that would be most helpful. I mean, she's such a super nice lady, and to have that boy do that to her, I realized that by her handing him her phone, that, she's opening herself to being deceived, but it's a co-worker of hers, and she knows who he is. She won't tell me because she knows that I would demand that we go see her workplace because that's just incredible. You don't do that. It just, I don't know. She's such a nice woman. It just kind of breaks my heart to have something like that happen to her. And and it just kind of makes all the things that I've had issues with the game kind of go, oh, well, I don't really have issues. And sorry if I'm sweating. It is hot out and I have my windows open. It is, yes, for Minnesota, it's hot. So lay off. But anyway, if anybody could help, that would be wonderful. And if you survived to the end of this video, any advice, whatever, that would be nice. And let me know. Okay. All right. Bye.